And we have the dog, just the one, and but he's quite.
No problem at all.
And Peter, if I do raking around here or gardening,
Yeah.
that's what.
That's all right. That's all right. Just if they're very busy, just avoid them for like 10-15 minutes because suddenly they might decide to get out. Okay, and it could be very busy around the door for 10-15 minutes, and then they will disappear, and yeah, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, just when you're around here, don't walk quickly.
No.
All right, because when you move hand like that, they immediately attract your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're still here and doing something like this, and you will see no issues. Okay. All right. So let me see. Maybe I should be in the picture. Yeah. All right. Okay. So what we are doing today, we are installing a new bee package. Installing a new bee package in, do you know what's the original name of this flow hard model?
Cedar Classic. The Cedar Classic.
Cedar Classic. So this is the flow hard, and we are installing a bee package into this flow hive. So who is the host of the show? Caroline is the host of the show. You will see Caroline a bit later on. I have recorded a couple of videos and you probably haven't seen it because you contacted me from the website which is for beekeepers.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Now Peter, I left these in because I wasn't sure what was happening here. You're not going to use these, so.
No, I'm not going to use, so you can keep them. And maybe next season, if you decide to replace the frames or get another box, you might actually use them. Right. But at the moment, yeah, you can just put it away wherever you want. All right, so here it is. So they've been in the car, they've been shaken properly, and they doesn't seem very, yeah, they're still calm. Anyway, I will start moving them. So that's the container that's filled with olive oil. So the use for that container is to watch out. It's better if you actually walk on this side because of the wind. It seems like wind is, yeah. So bees cannot destroy these bugs, small hive beetle. So the best they can do, they can chase the beetle away. And what happens? They chase these beetles in a corner or in some openings where the bees cannot reach them. And at the top of this container there are holes, so once the beetle gets in, it cannot get out and falls into the oil and then drowns. Okay? Yeah. So it's the best probably protection that you can do. Okay, so I see you have some visitors around you. All right, so let's. I'll start moving the frames. If you have questions, just ask me while I do this.
You don't use any smoke, Peter?
Maybe I should. Maybe I should. It doesn't affect me, as you can see, you know. All right, but if you use a smoker, you will definitely calm them down a bit, maybe 20% at least. Yeah, but well, you're standing there at a safe distance. I'm comfortable, no issues. The problem sometimes is people over smoke them. All right, so I saw that, and yes, they will chase them away with the smoker. All right, so I'll explain this quickly. So this is a frame with a wax foundation. So they will build a comb on this sheet. It's pretty much saving a lot of work for them. Okay, so this is kind of a matrix, and then they will just continue. There is a it's the way how it is done. It is perfect for the bees to continue building the comb.
That's called a foundation, is it?
Yes, wax foundation sheet.
Maybe I'm jumping ahead, but what is bearding? What does bearding mean, Peter? I've heard of bearding.
I'm not sure actually. Bearding.
Bearding. Sometimes I think they go outside and they all gather together and
I see. Okay, so that's the term that is kind of maybe people used to that term in some communities. Well, look, I see what you mean. They gather together at the door, yes?
Yes.
So it is usually when it is warm weather. So around 30-35 degrees, you will notice them a lot over here. So they allow the air to circulate, and they cool down basically, you know, and they can fan, they can cool down the whole hive, and it is easier if they are outside. The airflow is better. Okay. Actually, I will use you probably have something like this as well.
and legs are easy because they're stuck together with the wax.
Yeah, that's right. I placed these frames a week ago, so I wasn't expecting to be already gelled together, you know.
Yes. I thought I'd have to wait a bit. I was so pleased when you done it.
Yeah, well, you see, I can't say exactly when and how they are going to progress. It's all about you know, the weather, and there are a lot of factors. But you know, it was a safe guess. It will be around mid-December. So you see, they are progressing with the development of the comb.
Yes.
And just hopefully I've set the camera on. Actually, I made it on. Anyway, it wasn't on autofocus, unfortunately. Alright. And I think you will see the queen bee as well.
I'll be able to see the queen bee.
Yeah, I will find her. All right, so these are going to expand quickly. So, yeah, just allow them a week or so to calm down. I've been working with them, so they are probably not calm as they could be, okay? But they will be calmer as soon as everything settles completely.
So when I want to put the the flow hive on,
Yep.
I'm going to open it up, Peter, and then look at the frames, how they're doing these ones.
Yep.
And then when they're full,
Yeah. So you see, these two frames are pretty much empty.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So that should be kind of full with bees, and they should be starting to kind of seal the comb,
yes,
the cells, okay, with honey.
yes.
Yeah. So, but I can now tell you, in 4 weeks' time, you can safely put the box on the top. Yeah, yeah. Because I noticed, you see, this is the frame which is pretty much close to the edge. Okay, and they're already building the comb, and there are plenty of bees inside. So it won't take too long to expand, to continue, you know. And definitely you have to use the smoker then, because
The small?
the smoker, because there'll be plenty of bees. I actually thought it might not be this many today, so that's why I didn't think to use a smoker. Okay, but you definitely, I would recommend you use a smoker when you put. Yeah, again, don't forget to put the queen excluder. Yeah.
Yes.
Here you go.
Oh, yes.
So.
So will the queen be there in that one?
Possible. Yes, she could be around here. Yeah, there she is. I'll just
Yes.
in this corner, this top left corner, not really a corner but a quadrant. You see how one bee is moving?
Quickly, I think I can see her.
Yes, going up, almost up to the top.
Yeah, there.
That's right.
That's right. She's on the wood now.
That's right.
I can see
That's
her.
right.
Yes, yes. Hang on now. Yeah.
She's still there. I'll now point with the finger. There she is.
Yes.
And there is a brood as well, plenty of brood.
There is.
So I'm telling you, maybe less than 4 weeks. All right. Yeah. So, and have you noticed how shiny they are?
Yes.
Well, that means they're young and healthy. It is really, yeah. Just trying not to squash any.
Yes.
All right, so we saw the queen. That's great. Now, so you will probably extract some honey this at the end of the season, maybe in March.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Usually with the flow hive, it does take a bit time to start filling up the top super. If you have this standard box, obviously you will have much sooner filled this frames with honey, and people tend to extract the honey, which is okay. However, they need food from like April till September. They need a lot of food, okay? Even if you have very nice weather, that doesn't guarantee they will have enough food. So even if the weather is great, it's not cold, you might say like, it's not cold, it's nice weather, everything is good, it is great, but they cannot produce enough honey from that, okay? And they don't fly Italian bees don't fly, most of the time they don't fly below 12 degrees. Okay. All right. While Carnolan, they fly in like lesser temperatures, couple of degrees lesser, you know. I mean, obviously they will fly even in 10 degrees, but I'm talking about the best conditions are above 12 degrees. Okay.
So I would, March would be the last sort of month that I would take any honey if I wanted.
Yes, yes.
And then I would leave them to have that for the rest of the
That's
year.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's you have to judge yourself whether they have enough honey. So if you're not sure and you're not sure whether they have enough honey, you better open the box and make sure that there is some honey. At least two frames, okay, for the box. If that is in April, if you have 2 frames full of honey, that should be almost enough them to last till September. It happens that everything looks fine and suddenly they run out of food. So it depends what is their cycle when they produce the bees. You know, they have to mature to be able to fly away and get to become foragers and collecting the nectar and all that. So if you have a good weather and they are not able to fly, there is an issue because they cannot connect the nectar. Okay. It could only work if you have a good weather conditions and you have bees that actually fly and are able to get some nectar. Then you're okay with the food stores. Okay. And how can you deal with that? You can order a container which is like this frame, shape of this frame, and you just pull one of these frames and put that container instead with honey syrup or sugar syrup, I would rather say, which is not to complicate things. It is 1 part sugar, 1 part honey. 1 part sugar, 1 part water. Okay, or even a bit more of sugar than water, and they will realize that's the food and they will feed. That's right. Yeah. So that's the pretty much very important piece of a puzzle that you have to take care during the winter.
And in January, February, when it's really hot,
Yep.
should I put shade over it, or would it just be opening the air vent?
What I see at the moment, you have some trees around.
Yes.
So
And in the afternoon it gets more shady.
that's right. So it would be good if they would be in the shade at 35, like at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., you know, or 1 or 2 p.m. It would be it does make sense because they don't have to fan that much. Okay, that requires energy as well. Yeah, you can do that. However, my hives are pretty much they have shade just for a couple of hours. They don't have more shade than that. And yeah, in Bunnings I bought some shade.
I was just thinking shade cloth.
That's right.
We saw some recently, we were in Bright last weekend, and I noticed, did you notice that the 1 or 2 had shade cloth? So we can always put shade cloth over them.
That's right. That's right. So there's another one.
There's only one queen in the whole hive.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what happens if she dies?
They will create an emergency queen cell, and they will make another queen. Yeah. So they will basically, how it happens, if they have extra kind of royal jelly food, if they feed the cell with the royal jelly, it will turn into a queen bee. And they know about that, they know how to do it. I mean, they are part of the system. So, and then emergency cell will emerge, and in a couple of weeks you will get a new queen bee.
So you've never had a queen bee just flying around. They would never fly in there because they never come out, do they? They just stay. They don't come out.
They will come out only when they need to when they become fertile, when they are very young, they will go on a mating flight a couple of times, and that's all about it. And at that stage, they are reasonably light and agile. As soon as they return, they change in shape, they become stocky, fat, long, and all that. So they're not actually, they don't fly much after that. No, they don't go out. Maybe there is some exceptions, but most of the time they don't. No, they're always in. Yeah. I don't mark them because I can find them. Yes. To me personally, they look a bit scary because they're big.
Yes.
So you have tiny bit of like standard bees. You have drones as well, which are a bit larger as well. But when you see the queen bee, she has elongated body.
And bigger wings, longer wings?
I can't see much. I can't notice the difference in wings, probably. But the body is what makes apparent, visually.
On the Hive website, I've been looking. Sometimes once a week they put to try and find a queen.
Yeah.
It's like a puzzle. They'll put one of those, and you've got to. And sometimes I can't find her at all.
Yeah. Well, is it? Well, if they say the queen is on the frame in the, I don't know, video or photo, then you probably just need to have a better look.
Yes,
I don't know.
that's what I spend the time.
So this is another side. Now we are getting to the weaker frames.
So is it always the middle frames that foot?
That's right. So queen is usually around somewhere in the middle. So that's why it's not hard to find a queen bee. Rarely you can find her somewhere else, but that is just because she's moving around at the moment, that's all. But she's in the middle always. Okay, so this is, just starting this one, but this will be,
I can see there.
this will be pretty much full in a couple of weeks. The comb will be almost complete or complete.
So they're building the comb or the honeycomb
Yeah, you can see the
on the foundation, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So yeah, if you have more questions, just...
You've got to push them up as close without squashing the bees.
That's right. That's right. So it's important not to have much space in between.
Yes.
That keeps the temperature, that keeps them warm, and also protects against the bugs, because if they're together they can push away the bugs. So this is the container, very important piece of the puzzle, because that protects against the small hive beetle. So you don't have to replace this oil for next 12 months at least, okay? And what you can do, you can buy one or two of these and put, like, you're not just having one, but let's say 2 or 3. That will help. Yeah. That would be your homework. It's not urgent homework, but you know.
At the bottom, on the other side, there's a white tray, and they also said to fill that, I think, with oil.
I'll see the tray. There is a better, you can do it with oil, but I usually put diatomaceous earth, that's that powder.
I don't know that at all.
Okay, so basically when the bugs get into that diatomaceous earth, the moisture will be sucked out from them, and that's how they die. Okay, so that's the principle.
Oh, that's lovely. I didn't know at all about that oil that you're putting in there.
Yeah. Okay, so basically...
Do you think I should get another one of those as well?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt, you know. And you can put even, when you put a super, you can put on super as well. Okay. Yeah, doesn't hurt at all. It will just do good things, that's all. Yeah. So, you know, it's not toxic.
Yeah.
The purpose is the beetle can't swim in the oil. It will just suffocate and drown. Yeah. Okay, so all right. I'll just shake the rest of them. Actually, I don't have to, but I will anyway. We can leave them here and they will move inside. They will realize that's the hive. Now, probably at the moment you can just leave half of it open. There is no need to have the whole entrance open, because it's too much, the bugs can get in. Okay, so that's...
And how am I doing that?
You can get a tape, plastic tape,
right.
and stick it. Probably cut that bit and leave open the middle, maybe 100 mil, that's right. You don't need more than that. Yeah. In summer, if it gets 35, yes, okay, then you open it, but not for too long. Okay. Yeah. You see how much is my opening? That's right. They don't need more than that. Believe it or not, bees in nature are doing much better job surviving than in these boxes. Okay, just because of this opening. Because once they pass that entrance point, there's a huge space inside. In nature, if they build a hive in a tree, there is no huge opening inside because it's all filled with comb. There are just gaps between the combs where the bees can actually move in and out. But bugs cannot penetrate because there are so many bees around. But here, once they enter, they can move around anywhere, you know. Now, I'll just, there is no issue like that, you see. I have no issue with putting my hand, okay. However, if I do it quickly, they will suddenly go after my hand. Okay, they won't. But anyway, that's usually what happens.
So now this powder, you say that goes in the...
Yeah, we will do that now. I'll just close them now.
Do I have to, Peter, do I have to put this on before the roof, or I don't have to bother? some.
So
Gosh, you made it very relaxing, Peter, and yes, not as scary as I thought.
no, no. So you have plenty of bees at the moment.
Lovely.
No issues, as you can see. They came in a car, so no issues.
Yes, I'm glad you did it because I think I would have been a little bit worried doing that by myself the first time.
Yeah.
So then this.
Now let's check the container. Okay. So you can put oil,
Yeah.
or I think that diatomaceous earth is easier to clean, you know, because oil, sticky and all that.
Yeah.
After some time, it's harder to clean.
So what is it called again?
Diatomaceous earth.
Diatomaceous earth.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So you can get it on anywhere. You can get it in any kind of not in Bunnings though. I got my from eBay.
Okay. All right.
You know, cost $20 the whole bag.
And then how often should I do it with fresh?
Okay, I don't think you have to replace it until next year. So you can check it, check it every month.
Yeah.
Okay. If there are some bugs, you can clean it, remove it, and that's it. And then for the next season, you repeat the process. You put a new layer, and check every single frame in maybe August or September, and just make sure that they are clean. There are no bugs inside. There could be moth larvae or something like that. It happens. So those are the big enemies. Yes. You see, they are actually going to your flowers.
I'm so glad.
So what type of the flowers?
I don't know, but they are just over there. And then when these trees come out in white flower in December, late December, I had masses of these. So
Late September, yeah.
no, December, late December then.
Oh, right.
Oh, they go mad.
You know what?
It is,
I think in a couple of weeks time, just put the second drop.
really?
Yeah, you don't have to wait that
They
much.
love this, and I thought it gets a bit ugly, and then I think I'm going to leave it because the bees, I've had so many. Yeah, they do. They're loving it.
Yeah, they are.
already,
They already, yeah.
which is
I don't know if
lovely.
that's too much or not enough.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
We have our botanical gardens just over here as well, and just over the hill here at the back, the botanical gardens, and there's lots of lovely Icterli. I think they will maybe lunch.
So yeah, I will just put something like this. And that's it. Yeah. Well, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So
All done.
that's quite heavy like that, Peter, isn't it? The wind won't shift it at all.
No, it shouldn't. No, no, this is quite stable.
Yeah,
No, I don't think so.
yeah. Good. It's just today.
And how will the other bees, will they eventually detect the entrance or?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
They already know that something is wrong. There's no queen, and they will get away. They will get some, through the. They will sense it that this is the entrance. Yeah. We can make it easier for them. Something like this. Yeah. And they will move up eventually. So where do you want to keep this hive? Is this the spot?
I think so. It's a little bit more protected, I think.
Yeah.
I think here.
And the hot afternoon sun,
This is very
Yeah.
definitely over there,
Yeah.
it will be.
Yeah. In winter, the sun is great. The more sun, the better.
All right.
Because the moisture will actually build up, and that's where, how would I say, that's really the worst case scenario when the moisture gets in and some mold and all that, So that's why the sun is really good in winter.
Okay.
Sun is always good, but not too much.
Yeah, this tree, loses its leaves in winter. So
That's okay,
I think
that's good.
It is good, yeah.
Yeah.
And these all lose their
Yeah.
leaves in winter as well, which is good.
I usually don't always complicate things because that, it's not necessary, So that's what I learned. That's with anything in life,
Yes.
So same thing.
And the actual position of the hive here, where that might be, if for whatever reason you want to move it 2 meters or
Yeah.
something like that, is that an
Yeah.
issue or is that
No.
to be avoided? Or?
If you want to move the hive into that corner, this is an example, you can move it like a couple of meters per day. No issues. So you decide you want to move this hive over there, and it's quite a distance. It's safe to move it a couple of meters per day. In a couple of days you will be there.
And if we get another hive, you can have them all pretty close to one another? Or?
Yes, no issues as well. You can actually move the hive immediately to the other spot, but not sure that you will get every single bee there.
Alright. And what is the reason if they abscond? Have I done something wrong then? If they all decide they want to leave me?
They won't.
They won't.
They will only leave when they are in spring, when it's the season, swarming season. In that case, there'll be an emergency cell. If this becomes very tight for them, then there'll be an emergency cell, will become a queen bee, and then she will fly away with a bunch of bees.
Okay.
However, if you have a space, that won't happen.
Okay.
So I have, for example, not this season, but a couple of seasons ago, I had 4 boxes stacked on each other of bees. Okay? And so I kept them all because they had enough space. That's all.
Okay.
So
There's the first time finding its way in, right?
they will find out. You see that they realize
So
something
they
is
can,
going on.
yes.
Trying to find it.
Exactly.
They're very
Believe
clever.
me, they're smarter than some people. Believe me.
Oh, yes.
I mean, who am I to say? But really, they're extremely smart. They're smarter than chickens.
Oh, we've had chickens and we loved our chickens.
Yeah,
And
me too. I have a few chickens.
Have you?
But the bees can get away, can get the nectar. Okay, the bees can build a comb, the bees can, well, when they go away, it's about a couple of kilometers. Chicken can't do that. Chicken can't even fly. I mean, human made them not able to fly, unfortunately. And apart from that, also they can sting. And they can choose when to sting you. Chicken will just scared, run away. That's it. Chicken is...
So Peter, if we went away for a week, 2 weeks, perfectly fine to leave them. I don't have to worry.
Absolutely not.
Which is chickens, you do have to worry.
They look. They're on their own.
They don't need anything else.
No, they don't need anyone. Yeah, you just bother them basically.
There's some
And then I'll get more water around. I've got a couple of waters, but I'm going to get more water.
Yeah, you can have actually a feeder, like a water container. You can maybe just put it under here. Okay. With kind of something like a mesh on the top of it so they cannot drown. So you keep like that much water with something they can walk on.
Yeah.
And they can also drink. And that's it. So simple. Easy.
Too simple. No, easier than dog and cat and chooks.
Yeah. So.
That's absolutely super.
Yeah.
Have you been bitten lots or look at that?
Look at that. No issue. See? You just have to know how to handle them. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And if you're scared, I suppose you let off pheromones or something maybe as well.
That's I don't know. I don't think so. It's too much. They can smell you. They know. They can smell you, and so they know immediately who you are. They know that you are foreign to them. Okay, so they know that you are here. They are wary. They are not. They can see us actually, and they can smell us, and you know. But so now they're getting calmer. You see, they're now calmer. When I opened the box, it was sudden change of the temperature, wind, you know.
Yes,
But now they are totally different. They have different personality now.
Yes.
And I'm now confident I can even hassle them, you know.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's been wonderful. And you've got hives. Just watch, he's going to break the window. Can we let him out, Peter, or would you rather?
Absolutely.
Rob, we can let him out.
Yeah, there is no.
He's got
reason.
to learn if he gets stung.
No. Don't worry about it.
All right.
No issue.
Oh, I'm thrilled with this.
Yeah.
It went so much easier than I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
And you reckon in about a couple of weeks' time to put
Yeah, they are doing really well. A couple days ago it wasn't this much.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
Peter says you can let him out.
Yeah.
You can let him out.
Easily.
So do I need, I think maybe for the first time I should put my bee suit on.
Yeah,
Just
just as
until
a precaution, you know.
Yeah. Down, Jack.
That's okay.
You just ignore him.
No, that's okay.
Just ignore him. You just ignore him, Rob. We all. And if he gets, maybe that's what he needed.
Yeah, that's now feels better now. All right. Any more questions that might pop up?
Well, we'll try not to bother you too much.
No,
with the things and that, so-
you don't bother me. If you have any question,
I can just
what I
email.
would like to ask you to send me your email,
Yes.
because you probably, have you seen my website
I've seen your website.
and
Yes.
Facebook
because-
page?
No, I'm not on Facebook, but Rob
yeah,
is, so Rob will
okay.
follow you.
Right,
He's on
okay.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah, because occasionally I put some video, especially when it is critical time, like in winter, mid-winter, people forget to look after their bees. They think, oh, they're fine, and because they run out of food, they die. Okay?
Yeah.
So that happens. That happens.
Yeah, that's good.
So that, because of that, it is important that we are in touch, we are keep in
That
touch.
would be great.
Yeah.
So what is your, or the Facebook, or what is it on?
You've got your
it's on the
website.
website. It's on the website.
Also
Send me
Melbourne
mine.
Bee Hive, melbournebeehive.com.au,
Yeah.
and there is a Facebook page link, so you can add me to the, I'm not sure how you add actually. I'm on Facebook, but I don't do much with Facebook.
Rob knows.
If you ever need a hand with anything, just shout.
Yeah.
We're obviously both very keen to learn and
Yeah.
find out
Yes.
more and the more
I can
spoken-
tell you a story. I have also hives at certain point they don't have the queens, okay? And so I made a split and they don't have a queen. So what I do then, I do create emergency cell with a queen bee and put the emergency cell between these frames, okay? And I attach them with piece of wire that actually just hangs between the frames so that the queen bee doesn't actually fall through to the bottom of the hive. So I attach with a piece of wire. Okay? So what happened
No.
not that far ago, one morning I noticed there is a wire in front of the hive. And I was thinking, how come I already clean after, whatever I do, I clean after my work, okay? So I see a wire and I'm thinking, holy, how come this wire in front of the hive? And then I start thinking and I realize actually what they did, they pulled that wire from that queen cell and removed it and pulled it out. Yeah. And it's not, that happened this year, it happened last year as well, so that's not some
Fluke.
weird,
Yeah,
fluke,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right,
yeah.
that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, and also what I did, I collected a hive, not a swarm of a hive basically, a beehive from a tree trunk. Okay, and there I had a lot of comb. Okay, so what I did, I took one of these frames and put the comb in and attached it with a rubber band. Okay, so it stays stable and it looks okay for them, good, and they can use it and work on it and so forth. And a couple days after, that wax was fixed to the frame, okay, and the rubber band was pulled out of the hive. And they pull it out through these openings, okay? So they turn it around and exactly. So don't underestimate the bees. They know who you are.
Very smart.
Yeah, very smart. That's it.
Wow. They are just, well, just put his nose in there just now. They seem pretty relaxed, don't they?
Yeah.
They do.
No issues.
Yeah. That's fantastic. How do you collect a swarm?
Well, you have a go. And see what happens. Well, it's never too late, you know. However, I never thought I would ever collect a swarm of bees. I never thought I would ever keep bees because I wasn't interested back then, and I collected my first swarm was attached to a lemon tree, and it was reasonably small, like a soccer ball, not larger than that. So that's how it started. I had a couple of attempts like that.
So what do? You just cut the branches off? Or?
Depends. Whatever seems easier for you. It really depends. And one time I had to collect a swarm from a tree which was very tall, and it was probably about 6 meters above the ground. So what we did, we had a car actually, that's right. And on the top of that we attached the ladder. We fixed the ladder to the roof so it doesn't slip. And then I climbed to the ladder. And then I was extended like with my hands, and I kind of cut the branches and put the bees in the box. So that was the most challenging. I also took the hive from a tree trunk, which was scary because the tree trunk is that big, and I didn't know how many of them are inside and what to do. And it was my first ever attempt, and that was I was positively shocked by their response. They didn't notice me. They didn't. Absolutely not. I just couldn't get it. What happened? Absolutely, like I was, I don't know. And I pulled everything out, and it was a big one. And I made 2 beehives from one hive.
Did you? Would the goal have been to find the queen?
Yeah,
she like now.
That's right. But I didn't know how deep it would be. Where is she? I don't know. I didn't have a scanner. I couldn't scan the inside of the tree. So so that was. I was very surprised. I will put a video about that one. It is still not online on Facebook. I don't understand, because they really enjoyed their life so well in that tree trunk that they didn't bother with me. But they were extremely healthy. That's what I noticed. They were extremely healthy. Just no bugs, nothing. Just absolutely perfect. And when I moved them into the boxes, it was just a sudden burst of new eggs, new brood.
So when you said you put them in the boxes, I mean, I'm imagining in my ignorance, you've got this whole bunch of bees in your hands.
Yeah.
You literally now just put it in an empty box like that and a lid on it and off you go.
Yes, that's right. But then at home I have to sort them out.
Okay.
At home I actually prepare like this box with empty frames, and then I shoot them in that box, into that box. And while when they swarm, they're quiet. They are not aggressive. So that's a misconception that they are aggressive.
Yes, I thought
Me too, originally, but no. And it is repeated consistently that I'm proving they're not aggressive when they're swarming. That's a misconception. And unless you do something really totally ridiculous, okay? And then yes, okay, but look, it's your fault anyway. But if you do everything neatly, no issue at all.
So the biggest danger really is pests.
Yeah. And running out of food in winter. It shouldn't happen if you don't touch the stores, like honey stores. no issue. They will make through easily in Melbourne, easily.
From
But-
March. Yeah.
That's right. But people go to the extremes, you know. It's like, you know, they want to get the most. That's right, the most of it, and they pull out everything, and they basically.
Don't leave any for them to eat.
That's right.
So they starve. They don't
Is that a
need it.
danger with flow hives when you?
Yes, but you wouldn't actually take honey out unless it is full, because you might really damage the system in that case. That's how I understand, because you move it
Yes.
too many times for too little honey. I mean, it should be filled,
Yeah.
not
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
Not
That's
half,
right.
yeah.
And it's my understanding that once they've filled the brood box part of it, that's when you give them the access to the super. Is that the case? Or can you, once they're happy and established and are doing what they do, you can put the super on, but as long as you've got the queen, yeah.
The only reason for the clean, you must use clean excluder in flow hive.
Yeah.
You don't have to use clean excluder in any other case, like with these boxes.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have them at all. I don't have clean excluder at all. I don't need it.
Yes.
And I allow the queen bee to go up and down, do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if the frame is used too often, they might not lay in that particular frame. If the comb, if the larvae have hatched many times in one frame, she might decide not to lay anymore, and it will be filled only with honey. So if you try to force the queen, she might not do what you want. And instead of laying eggs, they will put honey, and the colony will reduce. I encourage them to grow, so they can move around, they can do whatever she wants.
So the larvae, when they breed,
Yeah.
what is that? Is that actually she's laying eggs in those little, like in the foundation there? Is that the case? And then they build the actual, hexagonal.
First they build that hexagonal shaped comb.
Okay.
So first they build that, and then she starts laying eggs.
Yes.
And then the eggs are fed with food, and that's it.
The eggs being, is that like one egg per
Per cell.
cell?
That's right. And they are like 1 millimeter long, and maybe half a mil when it is laid.
And do they cap them then?
They will. After a while, it has to be maybe. Yeah, there is a strict kind of. There is a timing. There is a cycle exactly for them. So from egg becomes a larvae. From larvae it grows into a pupa. Okay, and then it's kept, it's sealed, grows inside and all that. And once she's ready, she just breaks the seal and gets out. Yeah. And if they are fed with the cells is fed with the superfood, then that's the royal jelly, and then it becomes clean from that particular cell. It will become, it will be formed in a different shape. It won't be just as you see. It will be elongated, kind of different looking shaped cell. Yeah, and it won't be like a standard cell. Yeah.
Look at them up in
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
So now she knows how it's inside, so she's...
Jack. Hey. You
I
wait.
think it's...
Come on,
And he
sit.
won't.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
So Caroline, how are you doing with your phone hive today?
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Peter. Thanks to you explaining everything. It's
All right, that was my
been
pleasure.
so informative.
Nice.
Really good. I've enjoyed it immensely.
I think you will get used to them and you won't have any issue. If you have any help, I will feel free to call me.
Thank you. Thank you,
I will
Peter.
help you.
You've made it very relaxing and encouraging for me.
Thank you. Good.
Yeah, it's been really great. We've both enjoyed it. It's really interesting.
Great.
You've
Well,
allayed a lot of fears and
Yes.
concerns. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. Just enjoy, I would say.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, I think your dog won't have any issue.
I don't think
No,
so.
not at all.
I think he's
Yeah,
going to be
he
fine.
understands what's going
He's
on.
old now, and
Yeah.
when he put his nose in there just now, with all,
Yeah.
and they didn't
Sniffing, you know.
do anything, did they? So yeah, I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
How old is he or she actually?
He's 8.
8 years.
Yes. Yeah. And we've got a cat of 12, but he doesn't leave much out of. So it'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a gentle dog. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Peter.
No worries.
That's great.
There will be some editing, and I will send you the link.
I'll give you my email. I didn't give it to you.
But you can text me.
I'll text you it on the phone rather.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
I will do that. Thank you. I'm thrilled with this.
Yeah, you leave that there for a couple of hours.
Yes, I didn't realise this was my box to keep. Thank
Well,
you.
yeah, that is because you haven't been to my website.
That is right.
So you didn't see actually what is the package. And
No, I didn't. I had no idea. It was just talking to you on the phone. I had no idea.
yeah, even on that website there is a link to my website, but obviously you just pull the number
Yes.
and call.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Oh, well,
Yeah.
look. Thank you. That was
That's
really
okay.
nice, yeah.
yeah.
That's okay.
So I'm just going to leave this here, and then
Yeah,
they can.
you can even just shake it or yeah, leave it. And tonight the box will be empty.
Yeah. Oh, move it and. Do you have these made then, Pete, or do you make them?
No, I buy the boxes.
Yeah.
I paint them though,
Yeah.
and I assemble the box as well. So the box comes in parts, and then I assemble it. And these are really well assembled. Like you see the way how it is.
Yes.
The type of the lock, or
Yeah.
I don't know how you call that. Plus I use the nails, so it's hard to pull out because they are the nails, but I also glue them.
Yeah.
So every single one has a glue in between, so you can't break this box.
Yeah.
That's how sturdy they are. And I also have here with a little bit of glue protected so it doesn't get moisture. Otherwise it will warp. That bit will warp and it doesn't look good. That's right. Yeah.
One other thing I was a bit concerned is about with the wind and stuff here. This box just sits on top.
Yeah.
It's not actually even held in position.
It will be with the wax. They will glue it.
Will they?
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that. Soon they will glue it.
And
As you-
heavy as well, because it's quite heavy.
Yeah, no,
They'll glue it.
no issue at all. No. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I was just worried about this one, but we have tightened up the screws, so that's good.
Tricky today.
Yeah.
with the wind.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, that's great, Peter.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to just get your... I'll put it in an envelope.
I'm really feeling quite super relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, with them.
I think I will stop recording now.
And we have the dog, just the one, but he's quite...
Yeah, no problem at all.
And Peter, if I do raking around here or gardening,
Yeah.
that's what...
That's all right. That's all right. Just if they're very busy, just avoid them for like 10-15 minutes because suddenly they